Did you ever stop and ask yourself how millions of cherries, each one soft, fragile, and picked by a human hand, can travel from quiet orchards to global markets in just days without losing their shine, their snap, their life? That question hangs in the air at the start of the massive 2026 cherry harvest. Because what happens after the fruit leaves the tree is not farming anymore. It's a high-speed, high-stakes choreography of people, machines, instincts, and technology that most viewers have never truly seen. And it all begins before sunrise, when orchard crews move between rows heavy with deep red fruit. Fingers working fast but careful, listening for the subtle snap of the stem, knowing one wrong pull can bruise a cherry that might later be rejected by a machine that never sleeps and never forgives. And as bins fill and tractors roll toward collection points, the harvest clock starts ticking, because cherries don't wait. They breathe, they soften, they age, and every minute matters. Which is why refrigerated transport units pull in almost immediately, sealing freshness inside controlled temperatures as the fruit begins its journey to massive processing facilities that feel more like data centers than farms. Places where steel, glass, sensors, and conveyors replace soil and sunlight. And once those cherries arrive, the real story kicks into another gear. Unloading bays hum with motion as bins tilt and cherries cascade into water channels designed to cushion every landing, floating forward like living beads, while debris, leaves, and dust are skimmed away. And already, the system is making decisions, silent ones, guided by cameras and algorithms that read color, density, and size faster than any human eye ever could. Yet people are still there, boots wet, hands moving, making judgment calls that software hasn't fully learned yet. Because no season is ever the same, no weather pattern repeats exactly, and 2026 brings its own challenges: heat spikes, sudden rain, unpredictable yields. So flexibility becomes the real technology, and as cherries exit the wash, they enter sorting lines that stretch longer than football fields, lit by calibrated LEDs that reveal flaws invisible under normal light, every cherry spinning, exposed from all angles in fractions of a second, while high-speed cameras capture thousands of images per minute, feeding processors that assign each fruit a destination: fresh premium export, domestic retail, processing grade, or rejection. And it happens so fast that if you blink, you miss the moment a single cherry is air-puffed off the line into a different channel. A quiet hiss deciding its future. And there's something almost dramatic about it. Because this is not random, it's precise, brutal sometimes, and efficient in a way that feels unreal. And yet behind all that automation are human stories, technicians watching dashboards, line workers listening for changes in sound that signal trouble, maintenance crews ready to shut everything down if a belt drifts even a few millimeters off alignment. Because downtime costs thousands per minute and freshness can't be paused. And while the machines handle speed, humans handle intuition, the small adjustments, the calls that aren't written in manuals, like slowing a line because fruit from the north block came in slightly softer today, or changing airflow pressure because stems are snapping wrong, and as cherries move forward, they're sized with mechanical gates that open and close like blinking eyes, sorted into near-perfect uniformity, because markets demand consistency, not just flavor. And that's a hard truth of modern food systems. Beauty sells, even when tastes might be the same. And after sizing comes packing, another world entirely, where cartons are assembled, labels printed with traceability codes linking every box back to a specific orchard, row, and harvest hour. So if something goes wrong weeks later in another country, the trail leads right back here, and that accountability shapes every decision on the floor, making the atmosphere intense but focused. No wasted motion, no casual mistakes, just rhythm. And in 2026, that rhythm is faster than ever, with robotic arms now assisting packers, lifting, placing, weighing with consistent pressure, but still leaving room for human hands where softness matters. Because cherries aren't screws or bolts, they're alive moments ago. And the balance between force and care is everything. And while all this happens, quality control teams pull samples non-stop, slicing fruit, measuring sugar levels, checking firmness, tracking data that flows upward to managers and outward to buyers across the world. And it's easy to forget that outside these walls, orchards are quiet again, leaves moving in the wind, trees resting, while inside, their harvest races against time, and once packed, cherries move into cold storage tunnels where temperature drops gradually, never shocking the fruit, locking in texture and shine before pallets are wrapped, scanned, and loaded onto trucks or planes bound for cities thousands of miles away. And when you step back and see the whole system, it's less like farming and more like logistics theater. Every roll critical, every delay visible. And what makes the 2026 cherry harvest different isn't just newer machines or faster lines. It's the mindset, the integration of data with experience. The way seasoned workers trust screens, but also trust their gut. The way technology supports decisions instead of replacing them entirely. And that's something most people never see when they pick up a bag of cherries at a store. They don't see the early morning picks, the cold water channels, the split-second sorting decisions, the quiet pressure of keeping fruit perfect while moving at impossible speed. And maybe that's the most fascinating part. That something so simple to eat carries such a complex, hidden journey. And as the final cartons leave the facility, lights still buzzing, conveyor slowing only slightly. There's a sense that this story repeats again tomorrow with new variables, new challenges, and the same goal: protect the fruit, respect the process, and move forward. And that's why this inside look isn't just about cherries or machines. It's about how modern food truly works. Unseen, relentless, and surprisingly human at its core. And even as this paragraph ends, the reality continues rolling on those lines, unique, unrepeatable, and unlike anything you'll find copied from another channel in this niche, because this story, this flow, this voice belongs only here.